Hello and welcome to Curiosity Killed the Pus, a facts channel which will cover from the intrigues, nature, mysteries of the world, from the politics, the future of electric vehicles, mysteries of the world, and fascinating enigmas. You know the Bermuda Triangle in the Atlantic Ocean, right? That spot where ships and planes just vanish. Sounds spooky, but what's really going on there? Could it just be bad weather or something else entirely? Let's figure out this mystery together. Historical disappearances. So, after hearing all that mystery about the Bermuda Triangle, let's talk about some famous vanishings that really put it on the map. Ever heard of Flight 19? It was a group of 5 bombers on a training mission, and they just disappeared, poof, gone without a trace. Then there's the USS Cyclops, a huge Navy ship that vanished with over 300 people on board. No mayday calls, no debris, nothing. Makes you wonder, right? How do entire planes and ships just vanish into thin air? Let's dig into these stories and see if we can uncover anything they might have missed back then. Scientific investigations. Now let's shift gears and think about what scientists say about all these mysterious disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. It's not all about ghost ships and alien abductions, you know. First up, let's talk traffic. This area is like a major highway for both ships and planes, which means more traffic. More accidents kind of makes sense, right? And then there's the weather. The triangle is notorious for its wild storms and swift weather changes. Imagine being caught in a sudden storm out there. It's no wonder some ships and planes had trouble. But wait, there's more magnetic anomalies. This one's a bit sci-fi, but stick with me. The Bermuda Triangle is one of those places on Earth where compasses can start acting up because magnetic north and true north aren't lining up. So imagine you're a pilot or a ship captain thinking you're heading one way, but you're actually off course. A little error in direction in such a tricky place can lead to big trouble, right? Here's another wild theory: rogue waves. These are massive, unexpected walls of water that can easily capsize a ship. Scientists have actually proven these exist, and guess what? They can get as high as 100 feet. Now, picture this: a ship minding its own business when suddenly a monstrous wave pops out of nowhere. Scary, huh? And then there's the story of the deep sea methane gas bursts. This is one of the spookiest scientific explanations. The seafloor could suddenly release huge bubbles of methane, making the water so frothy that ships can't float. They basically sink like stones dropped in a pond. Imagine sailing along and then boom, your ship just drops into the ocean. Debunking the myths. Now, after diving deep into those scientific theories, let's tackle the elephant in the room: all those wild myths about the Bermuda Triangle. You know, the ones about alien abductions and time portals. It's easy to get caught up in these spooky tales, especially with movies and shows hyping them up. But let's clear the air with some real talk. First off, let's handle the big question: are there really more disappearances here than anywhere else? When you actually look at the numbers, comparing the triangle to other busy routes around the world, it turns out it's not that different. Yeah, that's right, it's not the world's #1 hotspot for mysterious disappearances. It's just that the stories from the triangle are so dramatic, they get more airtime. It's like the Hollywood of sea mysteries. And about those aliens and time warps, scientists say there's no evidence to back up any of these theories. No UFOs parked under the sea, no portals to another dimension. Most of these stories are just that, stories, fueled by imagination and maybe a love for a good thriller. But don't feel let down, because the truth has its own intrigue. Let's think about why we love these Bermuda Triangle myths so much. It turns out our brains are pretty fascinating. We're wired to notice and remember the weird, the mysterious, the stuff that stands out. Ever heard of the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon? Once you hear about something like the Bermuda Triangle, suddenly you start seeing it everywhere. News reports, books, TV shows. It seems like the triangle is the center of all the action. But that's just our minds playing tricks on us. As we wrap up our journey through the Bermuda Triangle, remember, it's all about keeping a curious mind and a critical eye. Don't let myths cloud the fascinating truths waiting to be uncovered. Enjoy the ride. Hit like, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world.